My second oldest group of the company is the Royals. They compete in the junior level at competitions, and they are between the ages of 8 and 10 years old. I really enjoy when I teach the Royals because I really like to push the envelope when it comes to them. As a team, collectively, they have a very high skill level when it comes to what they can all do together. They have excellent teamwork, they work together very well, and they feed off of each other really well. Okay, so listen here. I don't think that you guys are, how can I say, applying yourself enough for what I'm looking for. Do you understand what I mean by applying yourself?
No.
What do you think I mean? Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, it just means not giving your all. I think you guys are kind of just like cruising the line and you're just like, okay, I'm an okay dancer. You should not be okay with being an okay dancer. You should want to be the greatest dancer and the best dancer. They just weren't doing it for me. They just were cruising the line. It was boring and they were setting up to get beat. And I don't like to get beat. So I came up with the idea to have a little healthy competition amongst the Royals. Who do you think is the best dancer in the class?
I don't know.
You say you? That's the answer I was looking for. Every single one of you should have pointed to your own self, because that's the confidence that you should have. And that's really how you should be dancing every time. You have to change your mentality. You need to dance like winners, like you already won and like you already know you're gonna win. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the season, I'm gonna pair you guys up. So we're missing some of the girls, so I guess I could just do it who's here, then when they come, I'll pair them up. Jailah, you are gonna go against, you know what? I actually think Kaylee. I'm gonna go with Kaylee because both of you have the potential to use your face, but you forget a lot of the times to use your face. You both have good flexibility, but you don't always show it off and stretch to your best strength. And both of you have the energy, but you don't always put it in. So I think this is gonna push you to use all of those things that I just said to make yourself better. So Kaylee, from now on, every day you come in here, every time you perform, you're trying to beat her. You're trying to be better than her. Jailah, same thing. Krystenille, you're gonna go against Shanice. Okay, same thing. Both of you are so shy and so timid and so quiet, which is fine. You know, I love the shy and quiet kids, but you cannot be shy and quiet on the dance floor. And that obviously leaves Aniya and Shanice, which is a good pair because actually I'm sure we all realize that the two of them have the best energy in the class. So this is really gonna push them to see who really is the strongest dancer, the stronger dancer. All right, so we're clear about how this is gonna work for the rest of the class? Now don't be mean to each other. You're still friends, you still love each other. Just when you're dancing, that's what you're thinking about. All right, so go to your spots.
Jazz.
For jazz. Nothing pushes a dancer more than a dancer being better than you right next to you. You don't want to be the worst dancer, so when there's someone right near you gunning for your spot, you're gonna push even more. And it's fun! You know, dance teachers, we always teach our students that you should rehearse the way you're gonna perform. The way you're gonna do it in class is the way you're gonna do it on stage. And Aniya definitely has that down pack. I don't ever have to remind her to dance full out or to give more or give me more energy or just be bigger. She's always right there, she's on it. She's as big as you can. You give her a simple move, she's going to morph that and turn it into something even bigger. Aniya is an OG, meaning that she came from the original 4 girls that started with me when KJDC first was created.
My name is Aniya and I am 9 years old. The best part about being here is when we get to practice our dance and when I get to spend time with the dancers.
Hi, my name is Tamika and this is my daughter Aniya. She's a little bit shy in the beginning, but once you get to know her, she gets a bubbly personality and she's all outgoing. Aniya started dancing when she was about 5. I put her in dance naturally as a parent. She's a little girl. You think that that's the extracurricular activity that she should be involved in, and it was something that she really enjoyed, something that she was able to shine in. She had a good time. I think she's more outgoing. She's more open to trying different things. She loves being around the girls. Aniya is an only girl in my side of the family, so she enjoys having that sisterhood that she doesn't have.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shot, 6, shot. Wrong hand, please. Left hand first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good right foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shot, say, shot, say. You gotta switch, Shanice. Shot, say, shot, say. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shot, say. Up, down, point. I first met Taniece when she was only 6 years old, and she was at my very first auditions, thus becoming one of the original 4. It didn't take me long to realize that I wanted Taniece. I fell in love with her as soon as I laid my eyes on her because she was just everything that I needed in a dancer and more. It was the passion in her eyes, and it was her ability to take correction, and just how focused she was, and she just looked completely in her element, and I knew that this was the place for her to be. Last year she was a little bit more quiet. She was phenomenal as well. Last year she was in the Shortcakes. She moved up to the Royals this year, and now is when I'm really seeing her personality shine through. Shanice Robinson is my reigning KJDC prodigy. Last year, Shanice won the biggest award that we give out at recital because she worked her butt off the entire year. She was always doing what she was supposed to do. She was always in class. She was always working on bettering herself. I remember there was a time I was teaching her a new move. It was a tilt. Now she knows how to do it, but this is when she was first learning how to do it. Once I was done going over it with her, I went and moved on to doing something else with the other girls, and I saw her like turn around so that nobody could see her, and I saw her wipe her tears, and she's like taking a deep breath and she's collecting herself, and I go over there, I'm like, what's wrong? What happened? And she's just like, oh, it's her hip, it hurts. I'm like, then Shanice, tell me that it hurts. But that's Shanice. She's not going to tell you she's in pain. She's not going to tell you if something hurts. She's not going to tell you if she's tired. She's definitely never going to stop dancing. She keeps going, and she pushes herself to that extra mile because she really just wants to be that good. My goal for Shanice is to get her to be as great a jazz and hip hop dancer as she's a lyrical dancer. Lyrical, that comes easy to her. She has the grace, she has the fluidity, she has the technique, and she has the flexibility. Now, jazz and hip hop, because she is so shy, she doesn't fully commit to the attitude and the sass of it. Definitely an improvement though. Last year, I couldn't get it out of her at all. But this year, she's definitely doing it. In fact, I even gave her a little special part to encourage her even more, to give me some more of that attitude and that stage presence. And since I did that, there's been an improvement. 5, 6, 7, 8, down, freeze, up. Let me see. Look up, Jaida. Jaida, look up.
All the way, your head back, Jaida.
Jaida, why are you uncomfortable? Why? Look at her. Flex your hand. Put your hand over like this. Yes. Yes. Now, go. Wait. There you go. Good. 2 years. Boom. She got it. That's better. Exactly. Down, up. You never stop. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, up. And shake, 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 shake. Jaida was a part of the Royals last year, and she was known as the wild child. She was cuckoo bananas last year, like bouncing off the walls, laughing so loud always. She's gotten older and she's learned to contain all that excitement and realize that, okay, when we're in dance class, it's time to dance and it's time to work, and I could see the focus on her face a lot more now. Jaida's a good little dancer. She definitely has all 3 genres of dance down pat. She's a good hip hopper, she's a good lyrical dancer, and she's a good jazz dancer. I think that Jaida is a better dancer than even she notices herself. She notices what I praise on someone else. She notices somebody else's stage presence, and she will take that, make it her own, and create an even greater dancer in herself. I love Jaida's energy. We need Jaida's energy in the class. She is the life of the class. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good passe, but you're overextending a little bit on your thing. 1, keep it. Look, don't turn. Yeah. You're doing this. Yeah, there you go. Now turn. Good girl. Now do it into the split. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, Kaylee. Kaylee is Caitlin's sister from the Shortcakes. Last year they danced together on the Shortcakes team, but of course Kaylee reached the age that she can now move up to the Royals. When she first came to the Royals, it definitely was a struggle for her. It was, in fact, I think she cried one day in class because she could not get the moves and she was just way too overwhelmed. I think Kaylee's biggest problem is that she doubts herself.
Madicyn. I noticed that they were smiling and having a lot of energy.
Okay, yes. Shanice. Exactly. And that's what I want you guys to notice. That Aniya is dancing confident. She don't care who's dancing next to her. She's fully focused, smiling, changing her face is full out, and Katie's double checking and looking at Aniya as she's dancing. So it's not about if you can do it, it's about will you do it. Because you have lots of energy, and you know where to put your hands, and you know how to do it right, but you're choosing not to. So you need to dance better. And when they're doing it in a group, my eye is over to you. Now, already you're smaller than everybody, and then you're dancing bigger than you. So that means you can dance even 10 times bigger and show that, okay, I'm smaller than everybody, but I can dance bigger than every one of them here. Okay? So I need you to command the stage a little more. Don't look at Aniya. You know the dance. Look straight ahead.
I feel like when Kaylee's dancing, like in a group, she feels nervous and she looks at other people's dancing because she doesn't really think that she has the courage to do it by herself.
I remember we used to do something that I call rapid rounds in class. That's when I would teach the girls a brand new dance in only 10 minutes, and then they have to show it to me after. And she hated it. She always hated when we had to do rapid rounds. She would cry, she would sit in the corner, she would almost not dance. I would have to dance with her for her to get comfortable. And it's because she was afraid of embarrassing herself, because she wants it to be perfect all the time. She wants to make sure that she has it before she shows anybody, and she wants to feel comfortable in it, which it's a common trait to have as a kid, especially because she's young. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of your friends. And plus, we used to do this a lot in the beginning of the year. This was a brand new group to her. She was used to her other group when she was in the Shortcakes. So it did take her a while to get comfortable. Now let me see Jailah next to Katie. Because I'm wondering if I need to switch y'all spots. 5, 6, 7, 8. My boyfriend back, and you're gonna get in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Katie's a little cleaner. You get to keep your spot. She has so much potential, and I think if she really realizes how amazing she is and lets go of all of that baggage of I have to be good, I have to be perfect, I have to keep up with everybody else, I think she will be unstoppable. Come on, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shenise Vickerie is the team captain of the Royals, and I honestly think that she might be the most involved team captain out of all my teams. She's very invested in her team. She doesn't only worry about herself. She wants to make sure that her entire team collectively is good and is doing the right thing so that they all look good together.
Shenise Vickerie is a good team captain because if we mess up, she always takes out from her time to help us and get the move correctly.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good. Perfect. 5. Shenise Vickerie lives, breathes, eats, sleeps. Everything you could think of is dance for her. Dance, 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 dance. I don't know where she gets all this energy or what kind of batteries she has in her back, but that girl can go for hours and hours and hours. Last year, she had a jazz solo, and anytime that we worked on that, that kid never wanted a break. I would tell her to rest for a second, take a sip of water, sit down and breathe. There was no sitting down for Shanice. She wanted to continuously work on it. Her work ethic is phenomenal. She's the kind of dancer that choreographers and artists want to work with because she never complains. She's always ready and on time. She's always prepared, and she has such a eager attitude. Strong down, fun, boom, boom, boom. This part is soft, sweet. That was good, Jaida. Oh, it's you. It's always you for this part. Let me see you do it. Go from up, down, by yourself. 5, 6, 7, 8. My boyfriend back, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and 2. Look, you making up your own moves. That is so not it. Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, 1, 2. Swing it around. Lunge, up, down. No. Lunge, up, down. Oh, in front over here. So do the lunge. Lunge, up, down. Then you swing, step here. Then pop. 5. Everybody up, down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, 1, 2. Swing it around. Lunge, up, hold. No. Lunge, up, hold, drag. You gotta press it down first. Yeah, so stomp on the bug. Down, up, hit the bug, and then push the bug to the side.
I was one of the shortcakes last year, and I was the tallest one of the shortcakes, so that's why she's harder. I'm not a baby no more. I don't really get frustrated when she yells because it just tells me to do something better at that time period, and it's just gonna get me back in the moments and focus on the stuff that she's telling me to do. But I do get frustrated when she yells because she's gonna throw a fit at you.
She is tough with Madicyn when she needs, because Madicyn, I know, would be lazy. She'd be lazy and be complacent, and then Miss Kimani, you know, and she'd act around or whatever, and then Miss Kimani would pull her and snatch her up and make her back refocus and recenter herself.
Last year she was in the Shortcakes, so this is her first year being with the Royals, and she pretty much fit in pretty quickly. Of course, it was a challenge for her because the moves are faster and it's a little more advanced, but Madicyn is what I call a smart dancer. She's very aware of her surroundings. She's aware of her body, and she can pick up very well. She doesn't dance with just her body. She dances with her brain, and I noticed that about her. So it makes it a little easier for her to adapt. I can throw her in any group and she'll be able to adjust.
The best part about it is that you're just having fun and learning new dances and different types of choreography. I dance because it's like my comfort zone, and that's my way to be confident in my speech. Okay.
Madicyn is face. Madicyn is drama. Madicyn is a beautiful, educated, talented little girl. This is my baby. I love her to death. Madicyn was 3 years old when she started dancing, and she always was with Miss Kimani. And once we were with a previous company with Miss Kimani, and Miss Kimani came and formed her own company, so we followed her best, right?
Yeah.
When she did her solo for KJDC, that's when I saw my daughter in a different light. She was the dance was beautiful, choreographed by Miss Kimani. KJDC is a great company because I think the girls learn so much through dance, and it shows in how they act and how they behave with each other. They're very much family. They love each other. When we come to pick them up and they don't want to leave, that says a lot about the company that we're in.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, freeze. Okay, so Shanice is here, right? And Kaylee was there. Krystenille, come to the back, right behind Shanice. Yes. Okay, so you still have your same number. Okay, let's see it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? We go over it every week. Time to repeat the same thing. Close your legs. It's not gonna change. Close your legs. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not often that I yell at Krystenille. I can't. She's just so sweet. She's always doing what she has to do. She's like a little mouse in the corner, super quiet and just to herself. I can tell that she dances to impress me, because I see that when she does something, especially if she does it right, she looks right at me to see if I noticed that she did it. She's just constantly looking for my approval, and I give it to her all the time because I see how hard that girl is working. Krystenille was dancing with me a year ago when she was only taking regular classes on Saturday. She wasn't doing not even a quarter of the things that she's able to do now. Krystenille is such a peaceful soul to have in the class because she's just so quiet, she's so shy, she's so sweet, and I have a lot of fun teaching her. Just seeing like, what is she gonna be able to do next?
My name is Krystenille Walters and I am 10 years old. I dance because it helps me fight my fears, because I'm scared of going on stage because a lot of people is watching. I was nervous when I came to audition because I didn't know what people would think of me, and I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't really think I would make it to KJDC.
My name is Krystenille Walters. This is my daughter, Krystenille Walters. His mom is a girl, but you know, she loves her dad the same way, you know. But it's a passion for me to see her just dance or she just do her thing, you know. It's like it just touch my heart. I know one day still she'll really make it, you know. That she put her mind to it. Because she have that strongness from her father. At first when she started, she was kind of a bit nervous, you know, because she never know the type of team where she'll go interact. But after the first session or the second session, and then her mother started to come with her and she started doing it. She started getting angry, she started liking it now. She started even start come up sometime and do a little moves and a little swing, you know. Remember me when I'm growing up, I was to play football. Because I used to play soccer back in the days. The passion they put in it, you know. I see she and I see me at the same time, you know. And still I put God first. Everything else will fall in place.
Big plie, down, good, up. He's a big man now, but they're gonna break. No. Krystenille, do it. Okay, she's the only one holding her ankle. You guys are like grabbing your leg and it looks like it's too heavy for your body. Yes, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shot, take, step, grab, and oh my lord. Oh, now you gotta open your elbows, yes, so that you don't, exactly, so that you're not blocking your face.
My name is Jailah and I am 8 years old. I like to dance because it's mostly fun. I don't care about the makeup or the costumes or anything. I care about the dancing part.
I'm very impressed with Jailah's ability to keep up with everyone because she's the only one that's coming in totally fresh. You know, she never danced with me before. She never competed before. All the girls, they have a bond already. They've been friends. They danced a whole year together before this and they are used to the routine. They understand me. They just know how things work. Jailah's coming in fresh, doesn't know anybody, doesn't know anything, but she blends so well with the girls.
When I was at the auditions, I was scared, and at first I thought I wasn't gonna make the team, and I didn't want to do it. And then when I walked in, I saw a whole bunch of girls. So when we started dancing, I just felt different because I know that I'm the best dancing. And then I made it, and when I found out, I started screaming and saying, Adrian, Sienna, I made the team. I want to be lots of things when I grow up. Like I want to be president, I want to be a dance teacher, I want to be a regular teacher, I want to be a veterinarian, I want to be a regular doctor, I want to be a baker, I want to be a chef, I want to be a whole bunch of things.
She's been bubbly since in my belly, because even when driving, I couldn't drive when we turned on like Vibes Cartel and like the reggae started going. Like serious, she used to be like I had to stop, and she came out dancing. Because her daycare was never really daycare, it was like school. So she started when she was like 1, and they had a program there for karate and dance, and they asked her, asked me did I want to put her in there. She was like, Mommy, I want to dance. I want to do the ballet and the tap. So she loved it. She was like the best dancer in her class, but throughout all the performances. I like that she's getting a sense of community. Like she's meeting these girls, and it's good to know, have friends from little, like to grow with them, to grow strong. And not only that, she's getting a lot of experience and she loves dancing. I want her to maybe put it into maybe her professional life later on in life.
You're going against each other, okay? So, who is it? Shanice versus Shanice? No, Shanice versus Aniya.
Please not go first.
Jaida versus Kaylee versus Jailah. Yeah. Krystenille versus Shanice. And Madicyn versus Taniece. All right, first up is the two youngest ones, Madicyn and Taniece.
My boyfriend's back and you're gonna get in trouble. Better head out on the
Taniece is very little, but she dances like boom, 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 like she's the best person.
My boyfriend. So look out now, cause he's coming after you. My boyfriend. Hey, he knows that you've been trying.
Come here, give me a hug. Oh, you guys made me tear up in a jazz dance. How you make me cry in a jazz dance? Oh, that was so good. That was so good. I'm so proud of you guys.
And things will be fine.
I think it is a good idea to put us against each other because both of us have something better than each other, and both of us should try to get what each other got.
Strong. Hey, I know that you be tripping, but now you better get to stepping. Really have been testing, and he knows that he's the only one I'm repping. What made you think he'd believe all your lies? Wow, you're the big.
Kaylee is a little jumping bean. She has a lot of energy, and she likes to booty pop all the time. It's like we're the same level, but different ages.
And if I were you, I'd take a permanent vacation. I know that's right.
Shenise Vickerie is like, she goes all out.
So just laugh and turn your cheek, cause your man's back. And tell that other boy, he's zoning, cause now he's gotta suffer.
The winner for today is Shanice. Woo! But between Aniya and Shanice, the winner is Aniya. Woo! Between Kaylee, Jaida, and Jailah, the winner is Kaylee. And between Shanice and Krystenille,
I'm the best dancer because I messed up a lot.
the winner is Krystenille. All right, ladies. Last time. This is it. This is the last time you're going to do it before you go on stage. In front of the judges and against all those other little girls who are busting their butts to beat you. Okay? So, the same way you guys were all killing it tonight, because honestly, that was pretty hard. I had to like really think about what did somebody do a little bit different or better than the other, because that was hard. I almost wanted to say ties for everybody, honestly. because you guys feel like everybody was doing what they were supposed to do, and all of you made your corrections. I'm so proud of you. Go all together. I want to see everybody. Full on. Make this one the best one you ever did. And what you see? Point out what you need. When it was just the original four, Maddie and Taniece had a duet titled Heaven. It was a beautiful lyrical number. They wore all white, and it was definitely a favorite at the showcase. So for this year, it was my idea to take that original duet that they did and almost upgrade it. Now that they are older and more advanced, and they work so well together. They're like a match made in heaven. I was not ready to separate that pair yet. I knew that they were just getting started. When you look back at the dance that they did when they were younger, and you look at the dance that they're doing now, I think that this duet represents a lot more than just a duet between Madicyn and Taniece. I think it represents the journey of KJDC thus far, because that first duet that they did, it was the first one in KJDC history. And now they're taking that great duet and they're making it even greater because they're even greater dancers. So it's just a testament to how much we keep growing in this company and how much better we're getting. I selected Madicyn and Taniece's duet to perform an extra time at a different competition. We were set to attend only 3 regionals, but the opportunity presented itself and I knew that the number that I wanted to go with was definitely Maddie and Taniece. So once I made that decision, it was on from there. I was 10 times harder on them and I wanted everything to be super precise. I wanted them to get it right and I wanted them to prove to me that they deserved to be the ones to be chosen for this extra competition. No, that's right. Yeah. Don't switch up things. You know this. Don't think too hard. You know that already. Good job. And then, yes. Turn and hands behind your back. And just look at that judges until you're done.
I feel excited because no matter what, we practice all week and I think we're going to do good. I'm feeling pretty happy because I know we're going to win first place.
Yes, girl.
Very good job staying together. Nice. Beautiful legs and extension and strength and everything. Just make sure that you're pointing through those feet.
How did you feel?
Good.
You were nervous?
No.
No? What about when you went up there and you saw all those people?
I felt good because that's where my comfort zone is.
Oh, really? What about you?
It felt good.
It's good, right? The judges were looking at you. You was looking at the judges. I saw that smile from all the way back there. You were smiling the whole time. Oh, your tilt. Forever to get it straight. Do it. Let me see you do it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you didn't put it as much as you can. That's really gorgeous legs, these two. Thank you. High five. Proud of you. Yep.
Recently, I did a competition with my partner Taniece, and we won second place. And one person beat us. And winning second place is good, but it's special because at least we placed, but I know if we do it again, we might win first place after we got feedback.
Second place overall. Girl. Very first competition doing a duet, we got second place overall. That's a big deal. So this Saturday you guys are competing it again, and you got that second, so we're going for first this time. Now, I listened to the judges' critiques, And all three of them had the same exact thing to say. It's the one thing, basically the only thing that they could say. What do you think that it is that you lost points on? What? Exactly. Y'all want to point your toes. And that's all I kept saying. They're like, oh, make sure you point your toes all the way through. Okay, so I want to see it from the beginning. You're going to point your toes this whole time. But there's a few things I need to go over real quick. So come. Take this hand away from you. Yeah. Hold. 5, 6, 7, 8, plie, and up, and hit, yes, there you go. And chest out to this, 1, yes, 2, this one, yeah. Up, they loved your saute, they said beautiful sautes, that's what they said. I'm gonna let you guys listen to the video. That one wasn't beautiful though, that had bent legs. Do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8, plie, saute, plie, saute. And a 1, 2, down, lead, step, and out. Good. That time your layout was better. I need like a little more dead. Your hands are stopping here. Release your hands. Do it again. Release your hands. Drop back. Release your back. Your hands look stiff. Yes. Drop it. Exactly. I knew since last year that I wanted to put Shenise Vickerie and Shanice Robinson together in a duet. They would push each other. Shanice Robinson can learn to attack more, as Shenise Vickerie does, and Shenise Vickerie can learn more about her fluidity and her technique. It's perfect. The two of them are perfect together. Their duet is very intense. It's a lyrical duet about two girls who are best friends, and one of them is sick with brain cancer. Shenise Vickerie will be playing the sick dancer, and Shanice Robinson is her best friend. The girls are not able to directly relate to the story because neither of them have anyone close to them that has suffered from such a terrible illness. But that's where their acting has to come in. And we did have a lot of talks about what it's really like and what this terrible disease, cancer, is like. You know, it's a real thing. They may not see it firsthand, but it's something that happens around us all the time, and there are real people, real children that have to deal with this. So in order to separate themselves from the story, because I wanted them to approach this in a healthy way, of course, so I let them create characters that when they were in rehearsal for this, they are no longer Shanice and Shanice. They are these two little girls who are best friends and are going through this terrible time. So they came up with their names themselves of their characters. They came up with a whole storyline. We really dug deep into the story because for a piece like this, the commitment to the story is just as important as the technique. So throughout the whole dance, you will see Shenise Vickerie struggling. She's sick, she's in pain, and she's falling down, but Shanice Robinson is right there next to her every moment to pick her back up, and then of course leads to the tragic ending. So it's a heavy piece, but it's one of my favorites this year, and the girls are doing amazing on it.